Hello and welcome to a special Halloween edition of Diggin Comics. I'm your host, Spencer.
And I'm sidekick Mr. Matt.
Sidekick Mr. Matt. He's a good sidekick. He's more than a sidekick,
I'm like
but hey, that's what we'll stick with.
I'm like Robin.
You're like, okay. Well, speaking
I'm a
of
boy
Robin,
wonder.
we're doing a special Halloween edition. That means I got a fair amount of Batman comics. Batman seems to be a favorite Halloween, whatever character. I guess, that makes sense. And so I'm going to be showing a few of my favorite Halloween costume or not costumes, but comics. And Matt, you got a bunch to show too.
Dude, I just have books to show everybody. We haven't done a show in like, I don't know, what, 6, 7 weeks, and I just have stacks. And we'll talk about it a little bit. We're gonna fly through and have some fun.
Heck yeah.
And yeah, I put the American Vampire, which is kind of fitting
That's
for
fitting. It is.
being Halloween.
Did you plan
I was
that?
going to go the poster underneath it, and we had a glare, and we just changed it. So
Yeah. That's a good timing right there. But
yeah,
other than that,
good.
yeah, I'm going to show some Halloween keep saying costumes. I guess I'm still in my Halloween mode from Thursday. This is Sunday, so we're actually past Halloween.
Yeah,
Uh,
November 2nd.
I think comics and Halloween go along really good together.
Third.
Even if it's not horror comics, it's just comics in general. I mean, look at Ghost Rider and stuff like that.
Yeah, they come up with a lot of one shots for Halloween, which I kind of like. They're pretty cool, but really, like you said, I mean, with horror being a main factor and really making a comeback.
Oh, big time.
You know,
Almost too much.
yeah, that Mark Spears right now is so hot. He's running that stuff off Keen Spot, and everybody's talking about it, and those
Well,
books are selling like crazy.
they
But
are.
lower print run, so
I've
yeah.
seen issues, but I've never seen them in the stores. I mean,
Yeah, I guess that only a few, even around here, only a few of them are carrying the titles from
right.
what,
Yeah, I don't even
yeah,
know who the publisher is. Is it
Keen
self-published?
Spot.
Oh,
Keen
okay. Spot.
Keen Spot's doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a new
Yeah.
one for me. I went to a comic shop last Wednesday and I kind of looked and I didn't see any.
He's
Um,
pretty, I guess he has a documentary or an interview online, and that Mark Spears, I don't know how old he is, but he's really just up and coming. He's done some covers for the recent Spawn.
oh yeah.
Um, but other than that, I don't know what, you know what I mean? He's done some other little stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye open for them because although they've shot up in price big time, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna just keep my eyes open for them. And who knows, they might be I don't think they're gonna be in a dollar box anytime soon. I think it'll be.
No, I think like I said, Keenspot's that's pretty low print run.
It is.
They don't mass produce. So I think
Yeah.
it's going to be one of those that people are going to want them, and they're just going to stay in demand if they keep it low. I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see I ordered some of the number twos actually, just kind of on a
Oh,
whim, kind of just
nice.
from Keenspot. Because they're really cool cover. I love the horror cover. So I got a couple extras. So I'll have a few issues for you.
Sounds
It'll be
good. I mean,
fun
like I
stuff.
said, I always pride myself on, unfortunately, and I'm wrong this time on I don't buy for the cover, which I end up doing. But
Yeah.
those are ones that I would buy just for the cover because those are
Yeah,
some
when these come in, like I said, I ordered like I think 5 different covers of number two because they're all horror and they're pretty cool. So I'll share them on the next show, or hopefully I'll have them by the time you come out next, because you'll be out here in 2 weeks. No, next week,
a
right?
week. Yeah, I'm going
Yeah.
to Grand Rapids Comic Con, baby.
Yeah, baby, we're gonna go. Yeah. Oh yeah, for our next show, we're gonna try to videotape at Grand Rapids
Yeah.
Comic Con.
Well, I
So
think
that
we'll
should
have
be
some
fun.
footage,
Yeah, it'd be fun to see some digs and just
some footage
lean over
and
the
stuff.
box and see what's out there. We'll find some good vendors to go to. Hopefully, there's a whole bunch for us to dig through. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Well, I'm coming in on Saturday and I'm leaving Saturday. We're going on Friday. We already got our
Yeah.
tickets. You picked those up
Yeah, I'm
already,
excited.
and it'll be fun to get back to the old hometown. And I
Heck
mean,
yeah.
Grand Rapids Comic Con's no slouch. I mean, I wouldn't say it's as big as Heroes Con down here, but it's getting pretty close. I saw
No, we had a lot
media.
of people were complaining about how many that weren't a lot of vendors, but you and I went last year. You flew out or drove
There
out
were,
last year, and I felt like we had a lot of.
there
Felt
were
like we had a
plenty,
lot,
plenty.
didn't you?
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
mean, we spent the entire time digging comics.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fine line. I wouldn't want there to be too many vendors because you can't, especially if you just go
Yeah,
going one day, you can't get to them all anyway. If
right.
you want to do any serious digging, I mean, it's like,
No,
but
you and I got right. I mean, we walked right in when they opened at 11 or noon. I can't remember what to look at. If
yeah,
it's noon. I think it's 11. But you and I we stayed right till 7, right
right.
when they closed, and I feel like we
Yeah.
were able to hit every booth and then go back to the ones where like question marks, you know.
One thing I'm
Yeah,
always curious about when I go to cons is the pricing.
yeah.
The economy is totally dependent
Hmm.
on, and I think, it's a buyer's market still. I think maybe
Yeah.
that'll be
Oh,
different,
agreed.
but I have a feeling that there's going to be some good buys there, and I'm looking for. I'm going to take two books too that I'm going to trade. I think I'm going to look for a trade, and
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going to take
fun.
that Hulk, that Wolverine Hulk. What is it? 314
Oh,
or
you bringing
yeah,
that one?
yeah,
Okay.
and that Hulk, Incredible Hulk special, that one with Stranko cover on it.
Yeah, the Stranko. Yeah, yeah,
I'm going to partner those up and see what I can trade for them. It's
yeah. That'd be pretty
about
fun.
400, 500 somewhere value. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of that's awesome. I love doing that.
Yeah, you've done more trading than I ever had. I've done very little. So
Yeah, I only did it at shows, which you would think would be, you'd think it would be, not as, you would think it would be way in the favor of the vendor, but they're
right.
not really. If you show, and you got to go to a couple vendors and show them what you have.
Hmm.
But sometimes they'll pretty go even up because they might have somebody in mind that's looking for that Hulk, but they
Right.
have, I don't know what you're looking for. Let's say X-Men 161 or whatever. Maybe they have that and they haven't been able to turn it over. They've been sitting on their shelf, but they know that they can sell your book. So,
Right. Right. Well, I'm
a
looking
lot
for
of times,
Savage Tales #1.
yeah, man, I've been keeping my eyes open for it. Can't find a cheap copy of it,
Oh, they're hard to find. It's
man. I mean,
nobody
even
wants
like
to sell them.
300
That's
bucks would
why.
be nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
like 300, but you and I saw that one there that was what, a four, and they were asking like
Yeah.
500 bucks for it.
Yeah. I know.
Way too high.
I want like a 7, but again, I
Yeah.
mean, I get what I want. But anyway, probably should get on with it.
Yeah, let's get on with it. Yeah, yeah.
I
You want
got
to
a
show some?
little Halloween on my
You want
mind because of the past Halloween holiday and everything. So, and I do think comics and Halloween go along like, well, Halloween and candy. I mean, it's
yeah.
like, so I'll start off here with a little long Halloween. This is big right now because of that Penguin miniseries.
Is this the first
That's the
what
first
what
long
issue is that?
Halloween. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
okay.
first. There's 13 issues, and they're all kind of square bound. They're not your traditional comic, which
Oh
I
yeah.
like. They're a little bit thicker and a little bit bigger. And with that Penguin miniseries on Cinemax, which is great, by the way,
Yeah, I
um,
haven't started it
kind of
yet.
followed this blueprint a lot in terms of the story and everything. And, there's the holiday killer. There's a different, every issue is a different focus on a different villain or whatever and a
Yeah,
different
those are
story.
more like a trade paperback, just a smaller version.
Yeah, it almost
You don't
is.
I don't think you like those, you don't get the ticks as much, but you get on that one little spine, you'll
Right.
if you open the book too many times, it'll, you know what I mean? That's where you'll see your first indentations will be on that little inside line.
Yeah, they're hard to keep, I think, in really, really good condition
Yeah.
if you want to read them.
Yep.
But anyway,
Agreed.
that's the first one that I thought of when I always think of Halloween. And
Yeah,
then
that's a cool book.
second one, you probably recognize that. That's a reprint of
Yeah.
Night of the Reaper. I think what is that, 137 or 237
Yep.
of Batman and Robin. And the funny thing about this one is, are you familiar with that Rutland, uh, Vermont thing with the parade? I don't know if you're
Oh,
familiar with that.
sure.
Look, there's
Yeah.
well, they did a like informal crossover. They could show like there's Havoc from the
Oh,
X-Men.
yeah. I
That the
gotcha.
writers kind of got together and uh, formulated that plan to kind of do
So
that.
that's in the beginning of that book then? They kind
Yes,
of,
and then later on there's a costume part of that where there's Thor and in a DC book, so
yeah.
it's kind of cool. And it's a good story too, Night of the Reaper. I've always liked that one. I
Yeah.
don't like it enough to buy it because that's a pricey issue right there. I mean, it's
Yeah, it is.
so I bought the facsimile, and I'm like, here's
Oh.
a non-facsimile. That's a Bernie Wrightson cover.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Bernie Wrightson cover. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
House of
have one.
Secrets.
Remember I
And
showed one on an earlier episode that was in the same realm as that. A few
right, yeah.
off of
And
that. Yeah.
like I said, I gotta quit saying that I don't buy comics for covers
Yeah,
because
you're
I
such a
really
liar.
do. Especially
It's
when
kind of like me and the yellow. I always like, oh yeah, I don't like yellow. And then what do I have? All these yellow covers.
exactly. Yeah. So also, it's funny because when I was a kid, I did not read horror comics. I read all superhero titles,
Oh, okay.
Superman, not Superman, but Spider-Man and
Yeah.
Batman stuff. And the horror titles, I don't know if I was too scared of them or whatever. I just didn't. Of course, I only had so much money, so I had to pick
Yeah.
carefully which
You
ones.
kind of,
But as I've gotten older, I've gotten a real appreciation. And like you said, horror is like I love scary movies and stuff. Here's another one from the House of Mystery. That's not a Bernie Wrightson cover. I don't believe. I think that's just
nah, I don't think so. That's like late 70s
yeah,
or just 80. Is that 40 cent?
yeah, 40 cents, number 264. But
What's
it
it?
is
What's
a
the,
Halloween issue.
what
But
year
the
is that?
cover
Is
was.
that, did that hit 80
Let me
or is that
check.
79?
It says 79. You got it. You're right
Yeah.
on. Got that's really, you know,
White
your
pages in
era.
there.
you know,
Yeah.
I mean, that's about time I got out of reading comic books for a couple of years. But
I, I
you
don't,
nailed
I
that.
don't like the logo. I don't like the where it says now 40 cents or the DC logo compared to the earlier issues.
Yeah, like that one right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I take that all
yeah.
day long.
I agree. They went change not always for the better.
Yeah.
you know. But
And
DC's
Marvel
done a
kind of
lot
lost
with
it.
their logo over the years. It's like, uh,
Yeah.
here's one more, and I always thought this was a kick-ass cover. Now
Ooh, that's gonna be is that
that's
at
a Bernie
Bernie's?
Wrightson too.
Yeah.
You know, and that's when they went to those dollar comics and everything. And I
Oh,
think that's
I'm losing you on the microphone.
yeah, 1978. It's because I'm leaning over to see.
Yeah.
So that's 78. It's a little bit earlier than that one, but
Yeah.
I always thought that was a cool cover too.
Yeah, and those were those dollar size comics. And back in that time, they were expensive,
Oh
but you
yeah,
got a lot of story out of them.
you did. They were pretty thick.
Yeah,
You know, you could, if you were into it, where am I here? You could really, you liked it. But the problem
yeah,
was a lot of times you'd buy those, especially from DC, you'd buy those dollar comics and they were stuffed in the rear end with reprints from the 19, whatever, 50s and
yeah,
60s. And some of them
yeah. And
were
they threw the Superboy
good,
reprints.
but
Yeah, right.
there was a lot of
Agreed.
times where I was like, reprint, it's like, especially with horror comics, which I didn't read about. Here's a little bit more modern, 2013.
Oh
Kind of
yeah, the witching
overlooked
hour.
issue, I think. I personally think it was. Now this is before the horror genre got so big. It's called The Witching Hour, and there's a bunch of I think 9 different stories in here that are written a little bit more modern,
Yeah.
uh, that type of thing. But it was quite good. I mean, I read it. It holds up good by today. And of course, horror is good no matter what. And then to finish up, I just got done. This is a new book, brand new. Came
Oh,
out
I
this
saw that cover the other day in the comic shop.
Yeah, and it was I got it because it's it's Jeff Johns, and I'm a Jeff
Right.
Johns fan. I like the red
Yeah.
coat and I like Geiger and stuff. So I thought it's only a one shot, and I thought I'd give
Yeah,
it
it's a one shot.
a shot, but it's really good. It's really a commentary on today's society and losing weight and all that kind of
Okay.
stuff. And it was a good story. It's about a girl who can't fit into her wedding dress and she's doing everything she can to try to lose weight and stuff. And, it's a lot of women really appreciate this issue. I think if they read it, they would really, cause there's a lot of society stuff in there. So
Yeah.
that's a little Halloween action for you.
Nice.
And,
Nice.
I got lots more, but hey, you can't hit everything.
Well, dude, I got all kinds of books to show.
Oh
So
yeah. Yeah. You've been busy.
I've been busy. Well, since the last time. I mean, all right, let me see if I can get to the right camera.
We're busy buying collections and stuff, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I had the one collection I bought, but most of it's been doing some comic shop. Well, this I had to jump into because we did the episode with the human flying,
Right.
and thankfully you keyed me in, and sure enough, they had it at the comic shop. Um, Human Fly #1. This one's just okay. I guess this is a 1 in 4.
Oh,
So this is
wow.
gonna be a 1 in 4, but
Yeah,
this is just a bomb.
it is. Yeah.
I'm just a huge human fly. And then I picked up in my Amazing Spider-Man. I mean, I know we're all about Doctor Doom right now. Everybody's going crazy, but I thought this was a pretty decent cover. It's
hmm
a variant of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 60. But and it looks like I read this issue, and in the end, it sounds like now it's going to be a story about Doctor Doom is going to carry into, and I think they're changing out writers and stuff.
Oh, good. Well, for
I
the
could be
zillionth
wrong, but
time.
that's the way it
Spider-Man.
kind of made it seem like. But
Yeah.
yeah, kind of a neat issue. But I'll jump right into some more of my finds. These three I picked up
Oh
at an
yeah.
antique place. The guy had them for $2 each, so I
Wow.
sold king size X-Men annual.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Reprint. Nick Fury.
Yep, Nick Fury #5.
Yeah.
I like
The
that.
cool thing
two
about those
bucks.
reprints is a lot of them had that's the original Steranko cover there
Yeah, correct.
from the Strange Tales.
And Doctor Doom covers, trying to grab those babies up.
Oh yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah,
I
that's a
I
good
always
one.
enjoy it when he's like they use that, you know what I mean, the blast out of the hands like
Right.
that,
Yeah.
that 70s style.
Right.
All right.
Everybody had a photon blast out of their fingertips or whatever.
Um, this jumping around. Today's the jump around day. This, if you remember, was the book that I pressed that was mine when I was
Yes.
a kid.
Yes.
Dude, I was like floored on how good it turned out.
Yeah,
It
George Perez.
really turned out nice.
It
And it's,
does.
I mean, it is, I mean, the bag is definitely doing a lot of justice to it. It's still
Yeah.
pretty, probably like a 3 or a 4, but it took out
Looks
all
better
those
than that.
wrinkles,
But like you
wrinkles
said,
that it
maybe it's
had.
because of that bag.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't horrible. Okay. So went to Greenville and went to a thrift store, and they had a bunch of $2 comics.
Got it. And that's the conclusion of the Kree Skrull War.
Now this is low grade. This is low grade, but I bagged and boarded it and it turned out pretty nice.
Yeah.
But
Well, except for that up in the
in,
upper left, it's in pretty good shape.
falling on to what you said. Now this is clipped on both sides, but for $2, this is
Oh,
the original.
wow.
I mean, it's like I
Got
said,
that
it
for
had,
$2?
unfortunately it's clipped there
Yeah,
and
but
it's
still, you
clipped
got that
there.
for $2.
But for $2,
Wow. That's a find
pretty
right there.
pretty big key. I mean, I figure I can
Yes.
probably, and I'm gonna press and clean it, so maybe $20, who knows? But I might keep that one.
You, oh
And
man,
then
for
in the
$2,
same,
that's a deal.
yeah. So they had a whole stack of them, but I had to go through, and none of them really great. This is kind of another one,
Josie and the
Josie. I don't know if
Pussycats.
we talk about the Archies, but really Josie and the Pussycats. Those are any of those covers are always good. Um,
I
this
remember that
one,
cartoon.
let me take this one out. This one was $2.
Oh yeah, I've got that in my cell box.
Same clipped,
Yep.
but all in all, besides the
Wow.
clipped, unfortunately, I wish they hadn't because it's so nice.
Did they clip those on purpose?
I wonder if that was instead of ripping covers off
Yeah,
as you know
because
what I mean?
that
For
seems
the
too.
resale. All right, and then the last big key out of those $2,
That's a Neil Adams cover, by the way. Oh, so is that one.
First Man Bat.
Wow.
So I
Jesus.
mean, for two
Somebody
bucks,
didn't
you
know what they
can't.
were doing, which is what I like to hit those
Well,
shops.
yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I mean, those really take away from the value. But I gotta believe a collector. Like, I'm not a huge man bag guy, but
Right,
I gotta
right.
believe somebody would want that.
Oh
And
yeah,
then what,
got
like
good
I
cover
said,
gloss still.
yeah, it's got cover gloss. The pages they're not bad. A little tan, but not bad. But
Were those in a bag? I hope when
these
you
are
bought 'em?
bagged. Yep, these
Okay.
were in bags. They were in sleeves from a Remember how I used to put them in the books in the 3-ring
Yeah,
binder?
notebook
Yeah,
binder.
yeah, notebook binder. Yep.
Well, at
This
least it's
one's
better
actually
than
by
nothing.
far the worst shape, but this one for some reason wasn't clipped. So I
Huh.
don't know. And I think I was the first one to go through the whole stack, which was nice. So,
Wow. That's
so
some
that's
good. I
my
mean, that's not just one good find. That's like 4 or 5 good finds.
yeah. Yeah, and it was my wife who was like, "Oh, look, they have some comics over there." And I thought, "Yeah, right." I go over there. I'm like, "What the heck?" And then at first, I didn't see that they were clipped, so I was like grabbing them left and right, grabbed a huge stack, and then I was like, oh, "Okay." So some of the books were like Thor's, but they're like
Yeah.
$10 books, but clipped makes them
Beat
basically a
up.
$2
Yeah.
book or
But
less.
still,
But yeah, it
that's
was
some good
fun.
finds.
Yeah. They had some even low. They had more Batman, but they were a little bit lower grade even than these. And like I said, if there's a $10 book selling online in like very good shape and you're getting it for two, unless I mean, I have some friends that like Batman's, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
tough.
Batman's kind of weird too because both Batman and Detective Comics are real. I mean, there's some keys, no question. I mean, especially if we go back to the 40s and 50s and even
Yeah.
60s. But there's a lot of them that are not worth anything. And then there's all of a sudden there'll be this key that's like boom, like
Yeah.
that one with the knight. That's only a key because of the Neil Adams cover. There's nothing
Oh,
else.
really?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
nothing else
I've
about it.
seen it. I gotta be honest with you, that one I didn't even look up. I just knew it was one that I've seen
Yeah,
on walls. Usually people are asking like 50, 60, $100 for it. So I was
right.
like, yeah,
It's all
I'll
because of the
click.
cover. Neil
Yeah,
Adams.
okay.
There's nothing else special in that issue.
Yeah, because there's some around. It's weird when you look at some of those Batman, and the whole collection was right around that era. So it was kind of cool, but there's books in between there that are like you say, you can get them for $10 in, six,
Right.
seven,
Right.
sixes, fives. So,
Cool.
all right, I'm getting another stack ready. You have anything else to
Yeah,
show?
you want me to go through my digs?
Yeah,
I'll
go
be a
through your
little
digs,
bit
man.
quick. I've been digging a fair amount too. Mostly at the shop that I help out at.
Look at all the stacks I got.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fly through though. I'm gonna
like I
go
said,
through
you've been
fast.
busy. Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to switch over to mine here and show you what mainly I've been digging just a little bit here and there, not really a ton, but I'm trying to finish this X
Ooh.
Men or classic X Men run,
Yeah, you've been
which is,
working on that for a while.
well, to me, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, when it says classic X Men, I'm not just whistling Dixie there. I mean,
Right.
it starts with, instead of buying all the expensive X Men, well, I'm up to like 1 through 70. So I got to get like the last 20, which are pretty affordable, and I got these for like, I think $1 or two. Um, Somebody at the shop brought in a big bunch of X-Men Classic and New Mutants and stuff. And so I was like, ding, ding.
Yeah, ding ding, get him. Yeah, get him while
So
you can.
I got more than just these three, but those are three that I picked out to show. And
Yeah, I
the other thing
like
I
them.
liked about the X-Men Classic, especially for the first 25 or 30 issues, I think it was, they had like a backup story in there with, do you remember John Bolton, the artist? You'd recognize him
Uh,
if you saw his art.
yeah,
He
I
was,
think so.
he did Murata the She Wolf and Epic Illustrated and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
He was, well, he would do a backup story, kind of a fill in thing, kind of bridge between one issue and another. And it was with
Are
Chris
those
Claremont.
thicker? Are those a thicker comic too, or no?
No,
Okay.
no, they're normal size.
You're talking like 90. What are we thinking? Like 92, 93?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Man,
Somewhere in
they
there. I
should
see
have
the
been
dollar
printed. The
25.
nice
So you
thing
got
about
to be.
Marvel is they followed exactly in the order. They didn't differentiate between the order or anything like that.
Oh, that's
Let's
nice.
see, this is number 75, 82, no, 92. I'm at
92. Yeah.
92, yeah,
Yep.
issues. So because I used to have geez, well, you saw my giant size number one. It's got the cover ripped off. I
Yeah.
had 94, which was beat to hell. And,
Uh,
but I had other ones that
have
in
it?
good shape. Well, I sold them, from
Oh, okay.
95 on back when they
Gotcha.
got kind of big. I sold
Yeah.
them, and then I kind of like, they're good stories. That's why my plan is to go back and read them. But here's
Peacemaker.
something I found in a dollar bin, Peacemaker, who I'd never, had any clue about. Garth Ennis writes this, and I love Garth Ennis, the
That's
book,
a sick cover, man.
all that stuff.
That's
And
a great cover.
if you ever watched the Peacemaker miniseries on,
No, I haven't seen it yet. I heard it was good though.
it's really well, James Gunn did it, and it's
Yeah.
first I started out watching it kind of like a lark, you know,
Right.
and with John Cena and everything, and then it got really good. But here's one that I rescued. I
Oh
like to call this
yeah.
one of my rescues.
Yeah.
This was in a, I
Great
think it
book.
was in a dollar bin, and I cleaned it up
I was gonna
and
say I could tell the
everything.
white looks
Yeah, it
awesome.
looks pretty good now, and didn't have any major defects.
Did you press it or no?
No, I didn't have to press it. I don't
Wow.
think I'm going to.
Yeah.
The spine's still good.
Looks like it.
It's got a little bit of because it's black up here, but hey, but I looked at this book
Yeah.
and I have absolutely no interest in Adam Strange. I mean,
Oh.
or some people buy comics because of monkeys or gorillas on the cover or whatever. I know that's a
Yeah.
thing. I just
Right.
bought it because it was like, I'll be honest with you, I felt like I owed it to it. It's like
Yeah.
this is a poor thing should not be just sitting in a box getting, where
Yeah.
somebody's going to tear it off or whatever. So anyway, I got that and cleaned it up. It was another one to work. I picked up
Ooh,
Rorschach.
Rorschach. Yeah.
I never followed the series when it came out, which is kind of surprising because I'm a big Watchmen fan. But
Yeah.
and I like Tom King, and I thought, you know what, I could go and buy the trade of it, I guess. But I think since it was like in a dollar bin, it was another one. I was like, hey, I'll pick that up and read it.
That's a
And
cool cover. I like that black cover with the
yeah, yeah. And then Doom Patrol, same thing. I mean, I'm not a
love
huge
Doom
Doom Patrol
Patrol.
fan, but the miniseries that's on Cinemax was really good. I got into watching that. And
Yeah.
I just kind of bought that mainly because it was in, again, a dollar bin. I'm like, what the hell? It's a
Yeah.
number one. And then this one I got, same thing. Yeah,
Spectra.
but I bought this because of the cover art. And so, like I said, I'm a complete liar when it comes to, I say, oh, I don't buy comics because of the cover. I got to stop saying that because it's
I
annoying.
do.
But Michael Zulli, who I think is, he's kind of in that. I think he was a buddy of Bernie Wrightson and
Yeah.
stuff. And I don't think he ever got the acclaim that he should have gotten as an artist. I've got a lot of Michael Zulli issues, and none of them. This is another one I bought because
Oh wow.
I like that Ed Brubaker.
Is that
You
who's
know,
the artist on that?
I don't know who Paul. Oh, Jimmy
Because that's
Palmiotti.
not a Hughes cover, is it?
No, no, Jimmy
Hughes did the
Palmiotti. There are some huge covers in this run though.
yeah, in that series. I know Adam Hughes, but I didn't think it looked
Yeah.
like his. But I think right around there's a lot of Adam Hughes covers. But that's a cool cover, actually.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I also like Catwoman, and I like this Ed Brubaker. I think he does like the
Yeah.
first 30 issues of Catwoman. I think it's like her second or third mini. She's had so many, like, and so I'm gonna get that one eventually every time I see one. And then I thought of you when picked this up.
Oh
It's kind of
wow.
a out there, never
Yeah.
Donald Simpson's Border World. I haven't even read it. I mean,
Oh
but it's
wow.
from this kitchen sink press. You know, back when alternative comics were
I
first
would totally buy that. I
kicking
would,
off.
I would buy that for a
Yeah.
buck. Easy.
Well, I'll probably give it to you because
Sweet.
I like it.
Living in
But
a spacesuit.
yeah, living in a spacesuit, and like I said, I haven't even read it yet. Whoa,
Oh, hello.
maybe I should read it.
Graphic. Oh,
Yeah,
hello.
but it's probably looks a
I live in a
little
spacesuit.
different. A lot
Chapter
of
six.
prose in there and stuff. It's black and white, so
Yeah.
check that out. Well, I
Yeah,
think it was independently published. That Kitchen Sink Press was
what's
a,
what's the year on that? I
you
can't
know,
see.
um,
Well, you don't want to show that other cover again. Holy smokes. Hello.
1986, baby.
Oh wow. Okay. That's what I wondered. It
That's
had that
good.
feel to it kind of had that feel, but then all of a sudden from here, wow, that's awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
like I said, that's right around the time when comic shops started appearing and
Yep.
public, the
Yeah, and those small publishing
alternative
houses
market
started to come
came.
out.
Yeah, wasn't all
Yeah.
DC and Marvel. So
Yeah.
that's a little bit of my digs.
All
Some
right.
cool ones,
Well,
and
I'm gonna flip over.
me
Um,
too.
so Dennis and I went out to Lang's.
Wow,
Dennis and I went out to Lang's. I picked up 75 books. A lot
nice.
from the dollar and $2 bins.
Oh yeah,
See if I can differentiate. And I'll try to go quick. Yeah, these are all from the dollar bins. Um,
wow.
and some were bagged and boarded, some weren't. But these are the clean ones. A little West Coast, #1.
Green Lantern Corps.
Tales of the Green Lantern. This is kind of a cool book. I don't remember this one, The
Yes.
Terminator. The
Yeah, I
blank, that
always
was a
like those
special.
Terminator books. Probably because
Yeah,
I
they
like the
can be
movie
nice.
so much.
I tried to grab any
Ooh,
Doctor Doom books that were in nice shape
yes,
that were good.
I remember
This
that
was in
one.
the dollar bin, and I was really excited about this. It's an
Patsy and
old,
Hetty, huh? Patsy Walker.
yeah, it was kind of the Go-Go's. Definitely, it's from the '60s. Peter and
Wow.
Gordon were in it, but really in nice shape. I
I was
mean,
gonna
really, it's
say
like a
for 12
10,
cents, it's in
$20
good
book.
shape.
That
Yeah.
was kind of a find, but Lang's has those dollar bins where you can find stuff. I don't remember if you remember that Grimm, but
Yeah. I was
kind of
buying
look
that.
out for the
Yep.
boom stuff.
Wasn't a bad
Die,
series, really.
die, die, die.
That was unreal.
Picked up 2 first issues, and Vince Iron Man says 4, but these were a buck. I was surprised. This is kind of a key Red Hulk, and these are in the
Hmm.
dollar bins.
Oh yeah, anything
Um,
Red Hulk right now is gonna be big.
yeah, I think they're gonna get. I think Red Hulk's gonna get hot. So I picked up a lot of Red Hulks. Just kind of a stack of them. They were
Wow.
unless they had ticks. I'm always any Wonder Woman. I always pick up Wonder Woman's from the first series, especially at a
Yes.
dollar. They're, I think they're a little underrated. Uh,
Vampy.
Vampy, those are kind of hot books.
Yep.
So #6, it does have 1 tick in it, and I mean, this thing's like minty, nice Silver
Wow.
Surfer 100.
This is 100. I never seen that one. It's got like a hologram on the cover.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, he's got some nice stuff, and I wish next one time you come out, we ought to go through it. But like I said, I'll go quick. We were really fussy about the X-Men covers because a lot of them were beat up. So,
Right.
or not beat up, but he had like dealer stock. Like he'd have 15 issues of this, but then like
Well,
10 of them might have a little bit of a tick. So we were able to like lay them all out. I got those for Bella.
oh,
I picked up
Electro.
quite a few issues of this because these were $2, but they're in distributor packs, you know? So
No kidding.
they'll definitely be able to resell, you know, that's
Yeah.
the kind of but we picked the best ones out. These are for me. Love the Shogun Warriors.
Yes.
$2. I couldn't turn them down.
The John
260.
Byrne
Yeah, the
recreation.
homage cover.
Yeah.
These homage covers are pretty hot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, these
Especially
we
when that movie comes out.
Dennis and I laid all these out and picked the ones that didn't have ticks, didn't have spines, but they were like wrapped up in plastic bags, so it was like they were, you know what I mean? It was they weren't damaged.
Nice.
Eh,
We got a
uh,
couple minutes
you
left
have
here.
that one, 217?
Yeah.
Okay. How about that one?
That's a
Isn't that a
classic. Yeah,
cool?
I got the whole Byrne run.
That's a cool cover, man.
Yeah, he's got a lot of cool
Another
covers.
homage. What for $2 and they're like near mint. I mean, I would say
Right.
very fine near mint. So I couldn't go wrong. I just like this one because of the robot cover, but
Right.
and it was weird though. It wasn't like they had all the
Winnie
Fantastic
Doom.
Fours. They were just the Doom.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know me, any Transformers, you can find Transformers in nice shape. And these were all in a distributor pack. I
Wow.
did. I bought four. There was four to a pack, 34 and 36. Unfortunately, those are the only ones they had, but they're in such nice shape I couldn't turn them
A
down.
yellow cover.
Yeah. And then of course
G.I.
the
Joe.
GI Joes, I'm always buying Joes, dude. They sell.
Mm-hmm.
Guys like them. I'm even still trying to fill some of these will go on mine, but
Mm-hmm.
they're all
Snake Eyes.
anything over 100. They're always $5 to $10 books, and these are all a couple of doubles in here, and these are maybe fine, very fine, but
Right.
all like I said, I'll go quick. All really cool books. So all in all, um, got a good haul of
I
books.
guess. Yeah.
Yep.
Some
And
good
some of them
digging.
will go in my pile, some of them I'll resell, definitely put in my new shop.
Okay.
But
Well, we better
as I
wrap things
showed you
up.
before, so that was the big deal. And he did give us, it was nice, he gave us 20% off. And I gotta look at the big book.
Oh, okay.
I'll take it out of the plastic.
We got a couple minutes left here, I
This is the
think.
big book. Yeah,
Oh,
baby.
yeah. That's a beauty.
Third appearance.
You
Third
did good
appearance
on
Iron
that.
Man.
I don't see. I
Third.
don't care if that says 2.0 or not. That to me is
No,
because of that
no.
age, and I don't know that it's the cover's complete.
It's
It's not.
complete. It's got spine split. You can
Oh
look at it and
yeah,
say, "Oh, could I break it open?" And you can
nah,
maybe press and clean it, even if you got a three.
that's
I
a great slab.
ripping the cover, but it's intact. I collect them for my son. He was
Right,
so excited. He came over. I says, "Hey, I got some cool stuff." I come look at it. He doesn't collect himself. I just collect for him. But I go, look,
right.
third appearance Iron Man, and yeah, sick cover. So
That is very cool. Well, that's a good one to end it on because I think we're running out of time here.
yeah, no, fine, no
Um,
problem. Yeah, like I
but
said, I got a stack of books. I even had a stack from Don. I didn't go through, but that's okay. We can go through them next time, or
right, yeah, I
not a
probably
big deal.
waxed on too long, but all right. Well, that's this week's
Yeah.
Diggin Comics podcast, and hope
We'll
you
try
enjoyed
not
it.
to be as long between podcasts next time. And like I
Right,
say, we should hopefully figure out somehow so we can do a video from Comic Con. Dennis doesn't
exactly.
know if he's going on Friday or Sunday, so if he maybe we'll see him Friday. I don't know. So
Okay,
kind
sounds
of fun
good.
if he came to
Well,
Douglas. But
until next time, keep on digging out there, everybody.
all right, man.
And we'll talk to you
Yep,
soon. Bye bye.
yep. Keep digging. Bye.